Hello, everybody. Rob Cootie of the MLM Solution. How you doing? Today is Thursday, the 29th of July. Can you believe it? Last weekend of July is right upon us, and I hope everybody is looking forward to August. We're quickly racing towards the holidays. Hard to believe. I know it. But anyway, here we are, the 29th, Thursday at 10:57 and 25 seconds. Eastern Standard Time. As you know, we go live each and every day, Monday through Friday, on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And you can find us on those platforms and our other social media platforms by utilizing our hashtag, which is hashtag the MLM Solution. Again, hashtag the MLM Solution. Also, you can go to our website and you can click the share button from there while you're there. But the website address is themlmsolution.net, themlmsolution.net. And we ask that you share both our website and our hashtag with our fellow network marketers all across the globe, allowing them access to this wonderful information so that it can empower them to do wonderful things with this amazing business model. You can be a part of that positive process by simply taking a few seconds to hit the share button or to share our hashtag while you're out and about on the internet. All right, that being said, today is going to be an interesting show. Oh, and I did not make the correction. I will do that right now. That is my fault. Here we will go and do this. Bam, let's see if this is correct. It is. Here we go. Sorry about that. I got to hurry. There we go. Podcast number 225, 10,000 group volume mindset. What does that mean? Why is 10,000 group volume so important? How do you create 10,000 group volume? Oh my gosh, Rob, that's so much. How do you do it? Well, we're going to show you how to do that. Obviously, we're going to tell you how to do it because showing you is one thing, telling you is another. And the thing is, we're also going to let you know why you have to have the right mindset to make that happen and why it's so important to your success. All right. That being said, join us at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And if I don't stop talking, we're going to be late. So I'm going to hop off of here. I'll see you in a moment.
Welcome to the MLM Solution Podcast Show, where you'll learn the facts and hear the truth about the network marketing industry. Here's your host, Rob Cootie and Marie Cannon.
Hello, Miss Marie. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday. Hope all's going well.
Good morning, Rob. I cannot complain. I'm here. I'm excited about today's topic.
Yeah, me too. I agree with you. Interesting subject, one of the fun subjects to talk about. And you know what, Miss Marie? Once again, like many things that you and I talk about, very few people know about this. You know it?
Well, not a lot of people come into the business with a professional business builder, right?
That's a good point.
And that's the angle we're coming from. When you're introduced by family and friends, it's a little bit of the blind leading the blind. So
isn't that the truth?
That's what we're here for, is to train everyone up on how to be successful with their network marketing business to attain their goals, achieve the level of success they want, and get that income that they're after.
That's right. And
not a crapshoot here.
Leave it to Miss Marie to bring me back to earth. You know why? Because a lot of times I just assume that people know this stuff, and I do talk from an angle of assuming that people know what I know. And unfortunately, that's not the case. Ms. Marie reminds me of that every once in a while. She's like, Rob, you have to realize that people don't understand what it is that you're talking about. So you've got to remind them, let them know. And this is a prime example of that. And thank you, Ms. Marie, for bringing me back in. You know, when I played sports, Ms. Marie, through dedication and hard work, and I mean big time dedication and hard work, I was usually much better than everybody else I played against. And I never could understand why they couldn't play at the level that I played at. It would frustrate the crap out of me. I just assumed because they stepped on the field or they stepped on the court that they were prepared and were as dedicated as I was. Unfortunately, you find out real quick that's not the case, right?
Well, what we have here is we're doing a little bit of a balancing act, right?
Yes.
Sometimes we assume, what are we on now? Episode number 225? 5 or something crazy like that where we are. So we kind of assume that, hey, everybody's been along for the whole ride, right? 225 episodes. But, we also have to remember people pick and choose their topics. There may be some people hearing us for the first time. So
that's right.
We kind of have to keep reeling it back in and remind ourselves, hey, we're here for kind of those first-time network marketers, those folks who have maybe been engaged before, looking to get back into the game because they got bit by that bug. And it's like, there's got to be a way to make this work, right? And yes, there is, as long as you know how to do it, which is what we're here for.
That's right. And I apologize for assuming that you guys know something about the 10,000 group volume. But anyway, that being said, before we get started, let's talk about the subject of the day so that we can get it over with. We got to let you know about our upcoming lead site. We need beta testers in the future. If you want a chance, CHANC, a chance to become a beta tester, then go to this location right here, ineedleadsnow.net/beta. ineedleadsnow.net/beta. And Miss Marie, I'm going to change that URL to just ineedleadsnow.net in next week. So anyway, the point is, if you go to our website, you're going to be able to as well. You're going to be able to do what? You're going to be able to go and at the top of the page, you're going to be able to find the link to the lead site. So you don't have to worry about the URL, right, Miss Marie? Then you just go to the website. Okay, so with that being said, you go there to the lead site, you fill out the form that's on there. As we always tell you, no shenanigans, right, Miss Marie? We don't do that. And the bottom line is that you're going to be able to be put on the beta testing list. It does not guarantee that you're going to be selected. We don't know if we need 100, 200, 300. We don't know yet, but we will narrow it down. And when we do, we're going to notify the people via that list. So you got to be on the list in order to have a chance to become a beta tester. When you do fill out the form, no shenanigans, you're just going to get a free ebook, a link to the free ebook, I Need Leads Now, and it talks all things leads. That being said, also go to our website, or you can go to this URL right here, MLMmastersacademy.com, MLMmastersacademy.com. Go there, or just go to the website once again, and I'll show you a picture for all you on the podcast. You have to listen to the URL, or you can click the link in the description box below, and you're going to be able to go there and fill out the form to get on the live event notification list. There's nothing to buy. There's nothing to pay at this time. It is a pre-registration process, and the first 100 people that attend, that pay down the road to attend and actually attend the event, are going to be treated to a VIP experience unlike any others. So once again, you go there, fill out the form, no shenanigans. You don't have to pay a penny today. You're just getting on the list so you can be kept up to date about the progress of our live events. And we're going to keep you abreast of what's happening, what date we choose, et cetera, et cetera. That being said, Miss Marie, here is a snapshot of the main page. Guys, you can see products at the top, event registration right next to that link, business tools, podcast replay. Then there's our members area, log in. And then in purple is the lead site link. I wanted to give you a visual of that so that you can see what it looks like, the links that is at the top of our website. All right, Miss Marie, just wanted to do that so that people could have a visual of exactly what's going on. I'll make that graphic better for next week. How's that?
I like it. Sounds good.
Well, visuals help. All you on the podcast, once again, just click the link. It'll take you to the website. It's that easy. Okay, that's all you got to do. Because even in the podcast, Miss Marie, I have the exact same links available in the podcast as I do in all of our video platforms. So there we go, right?
Right.
Okay. So with that being said, today, Miss Marie, this is one of our favorite subject matters. We're going to attack that right now, 10,000 group volume. Why is it so important? Why do you want to do it? What does it mean to your success? What kind of roles are going to play, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to talk about that. We have alluded to this many times through our 225 episodes. And the reason we do is because it's vitally important in so many levels, but yet so few people understand how to create it. And even fewer people even know it exists. Okay. And a lot of people, Miss Marie, can't even fathom creating 10,000 group volume. They're saying to themselves, my gosh, I'm having a hard enough time getting 500 PV or GV, much less 10,000. That's superstar level. Well, yeah, I guess if you're doing 500 PV or group volume, I could see where it would seem like superstar level, wouldn't you, Miss Marie? Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say maybe we should just start and set a foundation real quick and talk about volume in general, right?
Okay.
So volume is what's created by the sale of product in your organization. You have PV, which is your personal volume, and we talk about something called the threshold of profitability, and we encourage people to transact at 100 PV for each distributor in your organization. So every business partner you want operating at that threshold of profitability of 100 PV. Because we always say the goal is to get 100 people in your organization doing 100 PV each. And if you grab your calculator and you do 100 multiplied by 100, what do you get? 10,000. And that's that group volume number that we're talking about here. So we don't want people to be overwhelmed or intimidated by that large number because it's not all on you. It's within your entire organization. That is the group volume. So
that's right.
Throughout your organization, however many people you have, you're looking to generate a base of 10,000 group volume. And whether that's with your business partners, the distributors that have joined and are actively recruiting, actively working the business, along with your clients as well, because you're going to have some people that act strictly as customers. They're only interested in buying the product, which is great because where does the volume come from? The sale of product. So it definitely adds. Now, you can't necessarily drive customers to purchase 100 personal volume with each order, but every little bit helps and it adds up rather quickly.
That's right. Absolutely. Well said, Miss Marie. And guys, let me paint a picture to add on to what she said, because she did such a wonderful job. Imagine in your head that you build an organization that has 500 people in it, okay, and it's 10 levels deep. Obviously, you didn't sponsor all 500 people, okay? You might have sponsored 50 or 60 of those people yourself. Those are your frontline people. But because you sponsored great people that are 5 and above in the scale of ambition, and you did all the other steps correctly, you have some real winners in there that are building businesses as well. And so you have a group of 500 people and that go 10 levels deep. As Miss Marie said, if you tell the message correctly regarding the threshold of profitability, why they want to do it, show them the example of 100 times 100 is 10,000. Look at the comp plan, show them the comp plan. Here's what you're going to get paid if you create that. And here's how you make that happen. You just need 100 people out of your organization, okay? And if you have 500 people in your organization, you just need 1/5 of those people. That's it. In other words, 100 out of 500. Anywhere, whether they're down on the 10th level or they're spread out on the 10th, 8th, 5th, 6th, 4th, 3rd, it doesn't matter, right, Ms. Marie? Any combination thereof. As long as there's 100 people in your organization doing 100 PV or more, you are going to create 10,000 group volume. And as she stated, the retail customers, the people that just love the product, okay, or those people that say, hey, I'm going to stop at 5,000 group volume or 3,000 group volume, and I'm happy here. Guess what? That's added bonus. Your goal is to get as many people doing or shooting for the 10,000 group volume as possible, okay? And everybody else is gravy, okay? Now, the reason you want to do that is because it offers stability and explosive growth in your business, okay? And the stability is the most important part. You want to create a residual income machine that's going to put you on the beach drinking out of the coconuts. And the only way that's going to happen is you got to have multiple people either that have already surpassed the 10,000 group volume level, or they're right at the doorstep, okay? And you want as many of those people as possible. It's the reason why sponsoring people 5 and above in the scale of ambition is so important, because your chances greatly increase that you're going to have a multitude of people shooting for that 10,000 group volume level. Did I make that clear, Miss Marie?
Yes.
Okay. I always have to check with Marie because I'll ramble on, and if I don't stop and check to make sure I'm clear about the message, I will feel lost. So she has approved the message. We shall move on. All right. So with that being said, guys, here's what's going on. Why is the 10,000 group volume so important? Well, we just kind of stated a moment ago that it's stability. Okay. Let's forget about the money for a moment, because there's a lot of other very important critical aspects of reaching this milestone. Okay. And so the 10,000 group volume is not as hard as you think. Okay. It may take some of you, 2-3 months to do it. It may take some of you 6, 8, 9 months to do it. Doesn't matter. Okay. You just got to do the 5 simple steps. If you do the 5 simple steps and you follow everything that's in that business building system, you will have a legitimate chance of reaching that 10,000 group volume. It's just a matter of time. And there's so many dynamics that go in creating this 10,000 group volume that Miss Marie and I can't sit here and say that you're going to be able to do it in 3 months, right, Miss Marie, or in 4 months or 5 months, because we don't know what company you joined. We don't know what the comp plan is. We don't know how many points are assigned to those products. We cannot make that claim. What we do know is 100 times 100 is 10,000. And you can accomplish that with just about any company if you're patient enough, right, Miss Marie?
Well, absolutely. And one of the key factors too, and why we can't give you a time frame of when you may achieve this, and to me it's the most important one of all, is we don't know you. We don't know your work ethic. We don't know how you're going to take action, or whether you're even going to take action. Obviously, we talk about our 90-day mini blast. We have multiple episodes talking about that. You can go check that out. There are some people, they will go all out for that 90-day mini blast because they're able to, because of their motivation, whatever it may be. There are other people that are on a longer track. They're taking it more slowly. So it depends entirely on the action you take. And trust me, any network marketing company, no matter how good it is, or if somebody's trying to tell you the product sells itself, if you don't do the work, you are never going to get to that 10,000 group volume level.
No.
So remember, action, taking action is always the key.
And you know what? You just said a term that I have not heard in a long time.
What's that?
What'd you say? The volume's not going to create itself?
Oh, yeah. Saying the product's going to sell itself. It's like
the product's going to sell itself. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Not true.
You know how many times I've heard that? Oh my gosh. I mean, is that not the craziest thing you ever heard? That's just, unless it's a product, a proven product that cures cancer or every element in the world, that would sell itself. Outside of that.
Here's the logical fallacy anytime you hear that statement. If the product sells itself, what do you need me for?
There it is right there. I knew she was going to say that. What an insight. And she's so right. That's a true and powerful statement that she just made. Okay, so that being said, guys, look, here's the bottom line. Your goal is to have as many 10,000 group volume people in your downline as possible. And you got to set the example from the get-go. So you having the right mindset is absolutely critical. And you say, well, okay, well, what is a mindset? I hear that all the time, blah, 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 mindset. I totally get it. It wears me out too. But here's the bottom line. First and foremost, you got to believe you can do it. We just showed you can. You pull out a calculator, 100 times 100 is 10,000. There's no debating that. I don't care what language you speak. I don't care what country you live in. If you pull out a calculator, the numbers are the same all across the world. 100 times 100 is 10,000. Okay. If you stay with this business long enough, I'm telling you, even if you make a lot of mistakes, you will eventually get to a point where you could be on the doorstep of creating 10,000. It may take you 10 years. Okay. But the bottom line is, if you're determined enough, there's a chance you could do it, even if you mess everything up. Okay. The bottom line is that you have to have the mindset from the get-go. And you have to have in your mind that, hey, I can find 100 people who want what I want. Okay. And you say, well, how can that be if it goes 10 levels deep? Because you're the leader of your own organization, your own business, and you are in charge of the message. And what is the message? It's what we tell you all the time. Have everybody pull out a calculator, do 100 times 100 with you, pull out the comp plan, put it up on the screen in the Zoom call and say, this is what you're going to get paid. Do you now understand why it's important that everybody do at the minimum? Okay. And down the road, we're going to do what we call the 10% volume booster, right, Miss Marie, an episode on that. And that plays off of the threshold of profitability, which could skyrocket you to even greater heights. But we'll talk about that in a future episode. The bottom line is that you have to do at least a minimum of 100 PV, personal volume, meaning just replace your toothpaste, replace your deodorant, replace your makeup, things that you use every day. Invest in your own future, invest in your own company, invest in your own products, and use them. Okay. And I've rarely had any product that I totally hated. I can't think of one outside of the laundry ball, which was a test on my part. Anyway, the bottom line is that you have a situation where 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a positive experience. So you have nothing to lose by doing what? 100 PV. You're already spending the money. And if you say money is tight, then guess what? Buy 1 or 2 less pizzas per month or per week. Go to the movies 1 or 2 times less. To look at your daily life and say, how can I save $100? How can I make that happen? Okay. It doesn't mean that you give up pizzas totally unless you want to. It doesn't mean you have to give up going to the movies totally unless you want to. It just means cut back on the number of times you're doing it, right, Miss Marie? Mm-hmm. If you're going out to the bars, which is going to be a $50 or $100 night, if you go out to the bars, well, guess what? Maybe go one last time, right, Miss Marie?
Yep. There's always a way to find savings in your life if you look hard enough and you want it badly enough.
There it is, right there, guys. You can, without giving up your lifestyle. If you go to the bar 3 to 4 times a month, just give up one of them. Okay, if you're serious. And finding $100, you make the money. Okay, it's just where you're spending it. That's all there is to it, right? So here's the thing. You're going to have that mindset from the get-go. I can do this. I can get 100 people. There's no doubt if I use the message the way they tell me, I will find 100 people that will do what? That will get out there and want that 10,000 group volume because they want the money that they're going to be paid, and they see how easy it is to do this. Okay. And guys, it's a team effort. You're not by yourself. You're going to sponsor high quality people, 5 and above, scale ambition, and develop a team of go-getters who are going to want to do the same thing. So you're not going to be doing it by yourself, right, Miss Marie? You could reach 100 people doing 100 PV sooner than you could possibly imagine. Okay. If you do the right things, the CCBBA, which we talk about all the time. So the mindset is absolutely critical from the very beginning. You have to believe. You already know 100 times 100 is 10,000. So it's done and over with. You got belief in that. Now you have to believe in yourself. Can I do this? Yes, you can. If you follow our system, you can do it. It's just a matter of time. And as she said, the only variable is you. We can't determine what you're going to do. There are other variables, as we said, the points that are assigned to products, the company, the growth phase it's in, all that. There's so many different dynamics. We've covered all those. You got to listen to them. And Miss Marie, even though this business is simple, 5 simple steps, and they are. But guess what? It's a complicated process. And I don't mean to burden you guys with that word complicated. Here's the thing. Look, in order for all the dynamics to come together, you got to pick the right company in the right growth phase, right, Miss Marie? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to create 10,000 group volume. Okay, it's not impossible in the old companies, but it's much tougher, right?
Yeah, it's true.
That's right. You got to create speed and urgency in order to get to that 10,000 group volume. How do you do that? By doing a proper 90-day mini blast, not just a 90-day mini blast, a proper one. They all play together. You have to understand the numbers in network marketing. Okay, why? Because they are going to play a role whether you reach that 10,000 group volume. And part of the numbers in network marketing is finding people 5 and above and scaling ambition. It is a number, 5 and above, okay? There's a reason why we have that scale of ambition, because it helps you to focus in on the people you need in order for your business to grow, right, Miss Marie? Mm-hmm. People, you're going to end up sponsoring people that are going to do this business whether you do it or not. And those are the type of people you want. And you have to use the system that we have in place in order for you to have a chance to create that 10,000 group volume. It is a terrible, long journey if you don't. You become a grinder, you're going to end up quitting. You're not going to get marginal results. You may get some spectacular results in the short term, like a bright star that burns out quickly, and you're gone within a month or 6 weeks. Okay? The bottom line is, if you want longevity, if you want sustainability, if you want profitability, use the 5 simple steps and follow them to the T. If you do that, it is all set up to create the 10,000 group volume. Would you not agree with all that, Ms. Reed?
I absolutely agree with that.
And all these numbers and all these tactics that we talk about, all these methods, all these strategies that we share with you are all intertwined. One works with the other, right? Would you agree? Mm-hmm. There's no way around it. I wish you could leave something out. You show me one of the 5 steps that you could leave out. There's not one. Would you not say that, Miss Marie? I keep asking, but it's true. Which one would you leave out? You can't.
Nope.
Not a one. So if you're going to create the 10,000 group volume, the only thing that's left is your mindset. You have to believe that the 5 simple steps is going to deliver the results. You just got to do the steps, and you got to follow the way we lay it out. Okay, so now that you have the 10,000 group volume mindset, you say, I can do this. I'm going to use the 5 simple steps, blah, blah, blah. And you're saying to yourself, I wonder why it's so important. I wonder why they keep talking about this 10,000 group volume. What is so important? The number one thing that's so important is that you're going to use it as the guideline, the solidifier, the, how would you say, as a target, if you will, I guess. In other words, people come into this business, as we talked about this whole week, to make money. That's the reason why people come into network marketing. And then the money gives them options, and they do with the money whatever they want, whether it's paying off bills, paying for college, buying real estate, having a crazy, incredible lifestyle, whatever the case may be. Everybody has different goals with the money, right, Miss Marie? You and I have seen that happen. Mm-hmm. Some people are all about the lifestyle, and other people are like, hey, you know what? I just want to buy a yacht, and I'm going to sit out on the boat, and I'm going to waste my life away drinking. I mean, I've seen it go from one end to the other. Okay, everybody does different things with their money that they make in network marketing. Some of it's crazy. But anyway, the point is that you have a situation where the 10,000 group volume, guys, is a milestone moment because it tells you that you're at the doorstep of the big time. But in order for that to happen, you have to do the basics to get there, which is the 5 simple steps, blah, 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 the mindset, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And you have to realize that you're setting the example. Your downline, no matter how good they are, if you sponsor a 9, that 9 is going to watch you. Okay. Just because you sponsor a 9 doesn't mean that they're going to get in to the business model and hit the gas pedal and take off and race right past you. That may happen. If it does, kudos to you. That does not happen very often. It happens enough that you can say, yes, it does happen. But outside of that, it is not the norm. Okay, most people are going to come in, they're going to do a little bit, they're going to learn a little bit, they're a little bit apprehensive. Even your potential superstars are going to get off more times than not to a somewhat rocky start. Okay, and I don't mean like shaky rocky. I mean like, I'm not really sure about this, I'm not really sure about that. You may have to counsel with them once or twice. And then once they get their feet under them, they take off. Okay, but you can't wait for that. You have to move forward in your own manner. Why? Because they're going to watch you. They're going to see, is he doing what he said? Is he trying to reach that 10,000 group volume? I wonder where he is, and you know what? They can ask you, and there are ways that they can find out, but they can ask you, and you need to tell the truth. Rob, where are you at right now? Well, I'm at 9,878. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for being honest. Okay. They may know, they may not, but guess what? I told them the truth. Okay. And they'll say, well, he's almost there. So obviously he's doing it. He's doing exactly what he told me, right, Miss Marie? Mm-hmm. That example is so important, guys, okay, that they know, because if you're doing it, that tells them that you believe that what you're doing is working, and it's the reason why you're still doing it. They also say, the 5 simple steps must be working because that's exactly what he's doing. That's what he told me he was going to do. By golly, look at what he's done, okay? And sometimes, guys, that's all it takes, right, Miss Marie? That's it, is they see that 9,700 or 878, okay? And they see you go across the stage with a new pin rank. Sometimes that does it, doesn't it, Miss Marie? Because they know what that pin rank means. It means that Rob reached a new level in the comp plan, that he reached a new volume level, and that there was other things that he had. And Rob broke 2 or 3 new leaders. So they're saying, hey, he's doing it. There he is. He's on stage. There's no debating that. There it is, okay? That helps solidify the 10,000 group volume mindset in your downline. Okay, that is another reason, and one of the most important reasons why doing the 10,000 group volume is absolutely essential to your success, the longevity and the profitability of your business, and more importantly, the stability, so that you can count on that income month after month after month for years to come. Okay. So you got to realize that you first and foremost have to have the right mindset, which will permeate throughout your organization, not only because of your activity, because your activity comes from your belief level, and your belief level came from the mindset saying, I can get me 100 people, no doubt, with this system that'll do 100 PV per month. Okay. So then when your downline is having a little bit of trouble, you counsel with them, they're going to listen to you because they see the success that you've achieved by doing the 5 simple steps correctly. Are you with me so far, Miss Marie?
I absolutely am.
Okay. Believe it or not, that's some of the most important things of having the proper mindset and the reason why you want to achieve the 10,000 group volume. It's not what you guys thought. You might have been thinking, oh, you're going to talk about lifestyle money. That's the farthest thing from the importance of what this 10,000 group volume does. Okay. The one thing that you really want to do once you get to that 10,000 group volume level is you don't want to act like you made it, because doing that and celebrating too early sets a terrible precedent. Okay. Because the people that will get to that point will say, hey, I made it. Rob and Marie have talked about the 10,000 group volume day after day after day. I finally did it. Them and their spouse go out and celebrate. They think that hey, it's good to go. And even though they know there's higher pin ranks, even though they understand there's more bonuses available, they say, well, hey, why should I do that? Rob and them say the 10,000 group volume is the end all. There's no sense in me working any harder than I have to. I'm happy right here with this. This is what they've been promoting and preaching since I joined the business. That is a terrible, terrible thing to have in your downline as far as the mindset. Okay. You cannot set that precedent. When you reach the 10,000 group volume, you should not make a big deal out of it. Yes, you can you can say, hey guys, finally passed 10,000. I'm at 10,125. Just to let you know, we just went past that milestone. Hey, on to the big time. My next goal is 15,000 by the end of July. Right, Miss Marie? You set a new goal and you just keep right on going. Because if you sit and celebrate, I'm telling you, your business will just go. As it's growing, it'll go whoop, it'll level up like that, and it'll just go, and the brakes will be put on, and people will say, "Well, I made it." There's no sense going any further. It'll happen more than you really want it to happen. Okay, your bottom line is that 10,000 group volume opens up a whole new set of doors for you. We talked about that in the past episodes. We're not going to go into it. We're already 31 minutes into this. And we don't want to get into that much detail. Here's the bottom line. When you go past the 10,000 group volume, you and your spouse or significant other should celebrate it. No doubt about it. Do it in private. Don't brag about it. You can announce it and say, hey, guys, we finally made it. Thank you guys so much. Because you can't do it on your own. You need to let all your people, not just your leaders, if you can, do a blast to your whole downline and say, thank all of you guys. It was not possible without you. And you only want to talk about the 10,125 that came out of the leaders, but let's say your total volume, which includes customers and small businesses, is 10,800 something. Okay, you want to put both numbers in that broadcast. You want to say, look, the big businesses produced 125 this month. We made it past that 10,000 threshold, and the customers and the retail people took us to 10,800. We are so grateful. We're celebrating the 10,800, not the 125. Okay, you celebrate the 10,800. You want to include everybody, and you want to say thank you to everybody. Correct, Miss Marie? Mm-hmm. It's imperative that you do that. Do not focus on just the leaders. Focus on everyone. Okay, every person counts, every point counts. Do not do that. So you celebrate it, you send that out, and you say, I'm on to 15,000. My goal is to make that by the end of the month. I'll keep you guys posted on the progress. Okay, it's a tall order, but we're going to give it a shot. Why are you doing that? Because you're showing them that you're not slowing down. And 15,000 by the end of July is a very ambitious goal. Okay, you only have like 14 days left. Guess what? Well, no, we're at the 29th. You don't need 14 days. I don't know what I'm thinking. My math is wrong. Okay, so let's say the end of August. All right, I forgot we're on the 29th. So by the end of August, they'll say, man, that's an ambitious goal to create another 5,000 group volume in 1 month. Wow, that's pretty ambitious. Excuse me. So anyway, you do that and you shoot for it, because what are you doing? Those people realize that that's an ambitious goal, and you're really going to work your tail end off and get there. And guess what? You're showing them, I ain't slowing down. I got bigger dreams. I got bigger goals. I'm going to maximize this thing. Like I told you guys, I'm running to the end zone. Right, Miss Marie? That's what you're doing. You cannot allow the 10,000 group volume. The 10,000 group volume level, guys, opens up a whole new set of doors. It gives you the ability, because what you've done is you've laid the foundation to truly go big time, to where you can almost create just about any income per month you want, based on the company and the comp plan. All right, you want to go from let's say 5 or 6,000 a month, up to 12, 13,000 a month. How about 15? How about 25? It is, all of that is possible once you get past the 10,000 group volume for a number of reasons. Number one, you created a lot of momentum. Number two, you've learned what it takes to create that 10,000 group volume. Okay. Number three, you've got other leaders that are coming up at their 10,000 group volume level. And you're going to work with them. You're going to be there. You're going to encourage them. And guess what? You're going to sit down. You're going to evaluate your business and see if you need to do a phase 3, which is your second, more advanced 90-day mini blast, right, Miss Marie? So you can put in the foundation to take your business to 20, 30, 40, 50,000, up to 100,000 or more per month. Okay. And guys, believe me, there are people that have made millions per month. There are people that have made 500,000, 600,000 a month. These are realistic numbers. It's happened many times. You catch the right company at the right time, and you get in the proper legendary position through your activity. There's no telling what you're going to achieve. Okay. Now, does everybody need $100,000 a month? That's up to you to answer. Personally, I'd say yes. Okay. For me. Okay. But the bottom line is, and you say, why? Why would you say that? Because you know what, how much, there's not much more work to be done going from 25, 30, 50,000 up to 100,000. Yes, it's more work. You don't make that money easy, but here's the thing. You've already come 80, 90%. Okay. That just means I got to step on the gas pedal a little bit longer, a little bit harder, right, Miss Marie? Because I got the momentum on my side. I got the momentum and I've got the numbers working for me. And as I continue to log into my back office and look at the numbers and read what the back office is telling me, I can say to myself, by golly, Robbie, there's a real chance you could take this to $100,000 a month. Right, Miss Marie? Based on the comp plan.
Yep, absolutely. And I think that that's really the key point here, that 10,000 group volume is kind of an initial goal. It's kind of like the first stage goal of your business. Right. And then it opens up a whole new world. So once you hit that 10,000 group volume, that is not the time to take your foot off the gas.
That's right.
That's when you want to keep going. You've got the momentum going. Just keep it going. And you will be extremely pleased with how fast it can snowball from there.
That's right. Absolutely. Especially if you're with a pre-launch company. We've been talking this week, last week about pre-launch companies. If you have a company that has a pre-launch that's taken place, and once that company officially opens its doors and it goes into other countries, you have a realistic chance to create 10,000 group volume rather easily, to be honest with you, and to build upon that momentum in an incredible way. Because each time they go into a new country is a new opportunity, a new pre-launch opportunity to create that excitement that carries the momentum to these incredible heights, and it gives that incredible volume boost, right, Miss Marie? Okay. In a regular network marketing scenario where you're joining a company that's already in business, you've been open for 6 months, 8 months, a year, whatever, different scenario, totally different scenario. But the 10,000 group volume is still the threshold to the big time. And as she said, once you do that, not only have you proven to yourself you can do it, you've proven it more importantly to your downline. You have set the example and you've shown them, and you want to do it as quick as you possibly can, sooner rather than later. Because your downline is going to look at that and say, well, it took him a year. I ain't got a year, right, Ms. Marie? You don't want to do that. Okay. Right. You might have reached the 10,000 group volume, but that is not a good precedent to set. But at the same time, you don't want to lose your family and your job over working yourself to an early grave trying to create this 10,000 group volume. Just be consistent. That's all we ask. Just be consistent every day. Some days you're going to have no hours that you can put into your business. Other days you're going to be able to put in 4 hours, right, Ms. Marie? As long as it at the end of the week, when you average out over a 7-day period, that you put in 2 to 3 really powerful days per day over that week time frame, that's what counts, right, Miss Marie? So if you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Don't get mad. If your child has a birthday, by golly, go to that birthday. Don't miss it. Okay. If your company has a corporate event that they really want you to go to it. And don't beat yourself up, but come back the next day and say, I've got to make up that time. Instead of putting in 2 hours, I'm going to put in 4 today. Right, Miss Marie?
Yep.
Okay. There's been times where I had to spend my whole Saturday catching up with the 2 or 3 days that I missed during the week because of the military. Okay. And that really sucked giving up my Saturday, but guess what? It's what I had to do in order to get back into the game, to get the numbers working on my side, to keep the momentum going. It sucked, okay? And I really did want to work on Sundays because being a Christian, I would go to church and I would dedicate that day to prayer, to reading the Bible and going to church and having a good time. So I really didn't want to do it then, but guess what? There were days where I had to say, I got to do this. I can't go to church today, okay? So I would pray at home and all that. And It's just the way it is. You got to do what you got to do sometimes. So, but the thing is, I never beat myself up over missing those days. I get aggravated, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't beat myself up emotionally. Rob, you're a loser. You didn't do it. You didn't work hard enough. You're not as committed. I didn't do that to myself. I just said, you know what? That really sucked. That was beyond my control. Guess what? I'm going to get back on track tomorrow. And guess what? I would do the best I could the next day and try to make it up. Right? It's
Absolutely.
consistent. That's all it is. Okay. So here's the thing. The 10,000 group volume is so important in so many ways. And it's very, very important that you do it as quickly as you possibly can. All right. And without losing your job and your family. So we've said that. Once you get there, do not celebrate it outside of your home. Just keep moving forward and send out a blast to your downline, thanking everybody. Okay. And then announce in that same broadcast on to 15,000. Okay. That should be your next goal. And don't make it unrealistic. Go to the end of August of 2021 and say, that's our new goal. We'll talk to the spouse, and we're committed to going to 15,000 by the end of August. Guys, it's so important to do that. All right. And then you got to sit down, look at your back office, look at the story it's telling you, and then ride this thing as high as you can possibly go without killing yourself, without losing your family. The job may become less important as you make more money. That's for you to decide. But the bottom line is the threshold of big time is at the 10,000 group volume level. And it's vitally important that you get with somebody like Miss Marie, myself, or some other seasoned veteran that can help you have a bigger vision and how to get there, because you got the momentum. If you reach 10,000 group volume, you got the momentum going. It doesn't mean you've reached the pinnacle. It doesn't mean you're going to go into exponential growth, but you're on your way, right, Miss Marie?
Mm-hmm.
You are on your way. And I guess we ought to, maybe sometime we're going to close this. Maybe sometime we all look at a comp plan. I really don't want to do it, but if we block out the company's name, look at a comp plan and show people what, the various incomes they can make at the 10,000 group volume level,
Possibly.
Yeah. Because you're going to be shocked. Some of them, I'm sure, are going to be $700, $800 and be like, screw that. I ain't doing that. And some of them are going to be $2,500, $3,000. Okay, now we're talking. That could be worth it, right?
Yeah.
She's not saying much.
Well, that's one of those. I think that would be really tough to do with a podcast, because you're talking about something that's going to be very visual. And for those of our listeners who are strictly listening, it's going to be hard to grasp, exactly how that's structured other than catching the numbers. And I mean, that really is the truth, right? But if you have done your homework up front and you've joined a company that has a solid compensation plan, that 10,000 group volume level should be getting to the stage of life-changing income for the average person.
That's right. Do you guys yourself a favor as we close this episode, because we're done summarizing. Guys, go to the internet, look up the comp plan of any company, MonaV, Amway, any of them. They all have their comp plans online. And go and look at the different pay levels you'll get at 10,000 group volume. I think you're going to be very surprised, not only the diversity of the numbers, but also what you could actually be making. Okay. So with that being said, guys, first and foremost, the mindset from that point on, it's all technical. Once you get to that 10,000 group volume level, and the decision-making gets razor thin on the success side versus the failure side. And we'll talk about that in the near future. But the 10,000 group volume mindset is absolutely essential. The moment you work with us, your number one goal, Miss Marie, well, it's two. Number one goal, get your people their first check. Show them how to do it. We'll do an episode on that. How about that, Miss Marie?
Getting people their first check?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we'll literally show them. We'll have an example. How's that? We've talked about it, and we've talked about the importance of it. But we're going to show you exactly what your people have to do to get their first check. Okay? And what that does is validate that the system works, the 5 simple steps. That's the number one, first, most important thing that you're going to do. The second most important thing you're going to do, as far as goals and stuff, is the 10,000 group volume. Your whole mindset after getting that first check and helping your people get that first check, showing them how to do it, is to shoot for the 10,000 group volume. Every day you get up, that should be on your screen. That should be on your mirror. That should be on your refrigerator. 10,000 group volume in 90 days. Would you not agree?
That's the goal.
Yep. And you should put down 100 people doing 100 PV. And every time a person in your organization goes to the 100 PV level, you should mark it on that piece of paper on your fridge so that you can see the progress, right?
Mm-hmm. Visuals always help.
It does. And it shows you that it works. It shows you that, hey, I'm on my way. I'm doing it. It's actually working. All right, Miss Marie, I think we're done. What do you think?
I think we've covered it well.
I think so. Do you think it was clear?
I do.
I like doing that to her. She's like, what do you think?
If I didn't, I would have jumped in by now.
Yes, you would have. And you're very good at it. All right, guys. With that being said, tomorrow we're going to have Freelance Friday. Believe it or not, tomorrow's Freelance Friday, episode number 64. Hard to believe. We're 12 episodes past our 1 year episode of number 52. Who would have thought? Huh. Anyway, number 64 tomorrow, where we talk about anything and everything network marketing, really anything and everything in the world, but specifically network marketing. We talk about the good, the bad, and yes, even the ugly. We will talk about things no one will touch with a 10-foot pole. You're not going to learn that kind of content anyplace else. You have a right to this information. So don't miss tomorrow's episode, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as usual, on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. All right, Miss Marie, it's time for us to get off here. We've been on here long enough.
Okay.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care. God bless. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. Download our podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and other podcast platforms. Visit our website at www.themlmsolution.net for additional important information, show details, and past shows. Follow us on Parler, Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, or the get notified button while visiting our other social media platforms.